Alright, today I'm going to show y'all how to make a bowl out of an M&M container. It's really simple. All you're going to need is an M&M container, some tin foil, doesn't really matter what tin foil you use, and you're going to need something to poke holes in the screen of the tin foil, preferably a toothpick. But it doesn't wish to choose what you wish to use. So what you want to do is oh, I don't fall over, and no, I'm not high. I will be soon though. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get the part that opens, and you can either leave it on, doesn't matter, or you can try and rip it off. Being a little pain in the ass right now. Alright. Next, you're gonna burn a hole. Well, I burn a hole. It kind of makes it more of a better hole to do, and it's easier. But you're going to burn a hole anywhere on the bowl that you wish to do, and then that's gonna be where your screen is going to be to put the weed. Let that burn just a little bit. Alright. Now that's done, you're going to let that cool off before you do anything. Next, the back. Alright. Preferably I choose to do this because if you know smoking weed and you've been doing it for a while, you know that a carburetor or shotgun, as people call it, usually makes it hit better and harder. So I usually just burn a hole in the back. You can use a knife. Like I said, I preferably burn a hole just because it's easier. It does take a little while longer, but you know. So you're gonna burn a hole there, and that's gonna be your shotgun. Alright, I'm not gonna actually smoke out of this today. I'm just gonna show you how to make it. Come tomorrow or Sunday, I will smoke out of it, and I will show you. This actually hits pretty hard if you make it right. Alright, that's cool down. Alright, next, gonna get your tin foil. Like I said, doesn't matter what tin foil you use. You don't need to get a whole lot of tin foil. I didn't mean to grab what I grabbed here, but oh well. Alright, next. Now, it's not safe to smoke off of tin foil because it's actually pretty toxic. But if you don't have any other screen to use, then just use this, and it works just as good as any other. I preferably choose the steel screen that you can see. You can get them out of the original headphones, or the original earbuds that came with iPhones back in the day. They're kind of hard to find these days because most people be carrying Beats or whatever. So next, you're going to stick the tin foil in the hole, and then you're gonna leave that like that. Now, I forgot one thing. If you want the tin foil to stay there and it not keep moving around, tape it down. See, just in case you knock it over or something like that and you done packed your weed, the weed would fall out. So to avoid that issue, you can always tape it down. This is optional. You don't have to do this. I just prefer it, so that way if you ever knock over your bowl, you don't spill your weed. Because you know, there's nothing more infuriating than spilling your weed, and that's also a party foul, and you probably get hit. So yeah, just tape it down, keep it from falling out. Alright, next, gonna get your toothpick, This is the final step, by the way. You're gonna poke holes in it. And this is going to be your screen. Fuck. Tinfoil is a little thick. Shit. It's usually not this hard, but if you make it too thick, you will kind of have this issue. It doesn't really matter how many holes you poke in it. This is just how many I prefer, so that way it's easier to suck in the air. And then bam, that's your carburetor. Alright, and then simply when you're done, you're gonna pack the weed. Like I said, I'm not gonna pack any weed today because I'm not officially off probation yet, and I don't want to take the chance. My PO didn't say I'd have to come back in. I just don't want to take the chance still. But carburetor on the back, put your finger there, hit, and bam, I'm telling you, if you make it right, it hits really, really, really good. Like I said, if you can find a better screen than tinfoil, use it, because tinfoil is actually, it's toxic, and it can actually fuck you up. So, if you can find something better, do that. Like I said, the best screen out there, actually, in my opinion, from past experience, is the steel screens that you see, like the original iPhone earbuds or whatever like that. Those are actually, just make a hole big enough for the screen to fit there, put it there, and then pack your weed. And that, from my experience, that's the best I've ever had. The best screen. I hope this lesson was helpful. This is only for all my stoners out there that, don't have a bowl or a bong or whatever and need a quick, easy homemade bong to make. Pretty simple. Don't need a whole lot of equipment. Don't need a whole lot of tools. And like I said, the shotgun is that's optional. It doesn't matter. I just prefer it because if you've been smoking weed for a while and you've hit a bowl that doesn't have a shotgun on it compared to one that does, the one with the shotgun tends to hit harder. So that's what I prefer. I prefer the shotgun on the back. It doesn't matter. You can do it without. You can try it without it and see how you like it. And if it hits hard enough for you without the shotgun, then, do that. If it doesn't hit hard enough for you, add the shotgun, hit it, and then it'll be good. Like I said, if you make this right and you follow the step-by-step I showed you, I can guarantee you when it comes to homemade bowls, this is probably the hardest hitting you'll ever make. I'll probably make some other tutorials on how to make a homemade bong out of a bottle. That one's kind of simple. But yeah, I hope this tutorial was helpful. This is for all my stoners out there that need a quick, easy homemade bowl to make and just don't need a whole lot of shit to do it with. Doses.